Hi, I'm Rich Boucher,
And I'm Pat Lundy.
and we are 2/5 of
Funeral for a Friend.
Welcome back to Australia.
Thank You.
Thanks.
This is the last time you were here was for Counter Revolution a couple of years ago now.
That's correct, yeah.
You've been busy since then. You released a new album at the beginning of the year. I guess we'll start there. It's an easy point to start.
Yeah.
You haven't stopped touring since then, and one thing I've noticed with touring for this record is you've been doing a lot more intimate shows back in the UK, and then here you're playing a lot of regional shows. Was that a concerted effort for the release of this record?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. I mean, just listening to the record, it's high energy. That kind of record lends itself to these sort of small rooms, and also, we like the smaller venues, up close and personal with people, get to chat to the fans and see where everyone's at. It's the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah, I think because we took 2012 off pretty much, with the exception of 12 shows and to write the record. I think we wanted to make the effort to go to, every little place that we could, and anyone that would have us, we'd make the effort to go to them rather than do 8 shows and expect people to travel to us, because, it's yeah.
Did you feel a difference with those shows compared to some of your previous tours?
Yeah, I mean, not just the fact of playing smaller venues, but kind of the people that came out as well. There seems to be a lot of new fans, a lot of people that have sort of rediscovered us as well, and yeah, couldn't be more happy.
And how have the fans reacted to the record?
Amazingly. I mean, obviously when you release a new record, you always have that kind of how are people going to perceive it, especially when it's a slight direction change. We've gone a bit heavier, a bit darker, but the reaction has been overwhelming. Sure.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying playing the new songs live?
I am. It's the first album that I've recorded, so I'm loving it. How about you?
Loving it, yeah. Just really
Loving it.
It's really the vibe of the record. I think it's great for these smaller venues as well. So.
With the album cover, you have an old member of the band who did the artwork for it. Can you talk a little bit about
Mevs.
Yeah, they're when Funeral started, there was actually 2 singers. You had Matt, who did all the sort of melodic singing. You had Mevs, which is an old friend as well of all the guys, doing the aggressive vocals, and he actually left just after Between Order and Model. And he's an artist now, working for a company called Snow Skull, is that correct?
Yes, he paints under that name. Snow Skull.
He paints under that nail, does all sort of abstract, multi-layer sort of paintings, and his paintings are amazing. And we were looking into, what artwork to use, and we saw this particular painting.
It was between that and a dog on a quad bike. And really, on Gav's Mac, there's about 100 images of dogs on quads. And that was a serious contender, so yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's got a problem. But moving on. Yeah, we saw that painting, and for some reason it struck a nerve, and it kind of just really felt like it should be part of Conduit. And we called him up and spoke to him, and he was more than happy for us to have it. So very lucky, very lucky.
You look at that album cover and you go, "This is going to be a pretty intense record, I think."
Yeah, it's pretty mad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it sums up what the record is really. In a sense, it is. It's aggressive, and there's a lot to it and stuff.
I think the piece was actually called Thoughts. Thoughts. Was it Branches of Thought Like Bone?
Yeah.
Was the name of the piece, which again kind of speaks to the record and the lyrical content as well, which that was a coincidence, but it was one of those signs to have commissioned that definitely for the piece, for the artwork. So yeah, it was good.